Noah Whittington is a polarizing player on this Texans team. He was a UDFA that had 800 yards and 6 rushing touchdowns on a stacked Oregon team, and was a player that I wouldn't have minded if the Texans actually drafted where Lewis Bond was drafted, where Aiden Fisher was drafted. Due to Jawar Jordan's injury with his hip flexor, I think Whittington has the chance to become Houston's RB3. But who is Noah Whittington? Today we're doing a film review on him, so let's find out who exactly he is as a player and how exactly he plays. This first play is against Minnesota, and it is one of the most impressive runs in college football. You'll see him just absolutely decimate the defense and just break away from probably 8 or 9 defenders and just find the end zone. Almost fumbles the ball in the end zone, but ultimately able to get there. We'll slow this up for you to watch. You'll see double team right here, double team right here. This man is taking this linebacker away. Wide receiver on corner. The corner is never going to be able to get there. And then you have tackle here, and then guard on guard. But what you'll see with the center is that he climbs up to that linebacker, and then that double team right there, this man is able to actually penetrate there to free up a hole for Noah Whittington. Keeps his legs turning against 5 Minnesota defenders there, and then more join the pile, but also Oregon offensive linemen join the pile, and Noah Whittington's able to break out and score one of the most electric touchdowns in college football this past season. Um, Probably one of the better runs of all time, in my opinion. I think that's just so hard to do. But you'll see the vision here, bounces it inside, cuts, and then kind of gets hit by his own offensive lineman there, but still able to keep his balance and then just keep his legs turning. You'll see them never stop moving there. And then he just breaks away for the touchdown for Oregon. It's just an incredible, incredible play. Um, one more time, I'll pause it. You'll see this double team, and then you'll see the one-on-ones here, and then you'll see this other double team here. And you'll see how it changes where this man who's on the outside of this DN actually climbs up to the linebacker to double team them. And then the center's able to double team number 9, which leaves him advanced. And I think that's Emmanuel Pregnon, who actually does a great job of just getting in there, using his strength to push the pile, and it keeps Noah Whittington moving forward. And he's able to just break away and score a touchdown for Oregon. You'll see where he's able to retain possession right there, and then he fumbles it one more time in the end zone, but it already counts at that point. Um, Move on to this play against Rutgers, and this is a play where it's just kind of a free run for Noah Whittington, more than anything. He's just able to break away. It's a great play by the great play by the Oregon offensive line, not just by one single player. It's the entire unit. You'll see what happens here. They flow all one way, and 91 gets sealed off by the left tackle there. What sealed off means is when your momentum, so 91's momentum is taking him this way, is toward the play side, you usually have a man that turns his body to kind of halt your momentum. But you'll see something interesting, which I actually liked from the left guard here from Oregon, um, is that he actually just continues to push him that way. Because if your momentum's taking you that way and you want to create this hole here at the B gap, um, then you might as well just continue to do it, climb second level there, and then it just frees a free hole for Noah Whittington. And you'll see how powerful of a runner he is. There's a safety that takes a good angle. He's quicker than him, and he's able to just evade the tackle and find the end zone there. So it's a really nice play for Oregon. You'll see it from another view here. And I really actually like this view for running backs more than anything. This is what I watch when I watch film. You'll see how wide that hole was for Noah Whittington to just kind of hit and burst. And he has 4.41 to 4.45 speed. Didn't run an official 40 at the combine because of turf toe, I believe, but I mean, you can see he does have that breakaway speed when he is able to get into open space, and you'll see it one more time, slowed down, where Pregnon does a great job of sealing, then gets to the second level, and again just seals, and it allows Noah Whittington to just have a free run at the end zone. Only has this man to beat, and he's able to break the tackle. So usually when you're a running back, your dream scenario is having green grass to run into, and if there was one person to kind of try to tackle you, it is going to be a safety in open space where you're able to just try to outrun him, and that's exactly what happened with Noah Whittington here, and that's why he was able to find the end zone, evading a tackle that he should be evading as a running back. Moving on to this game against Wisconsin, you had an empty set that turns into trips on the left side with the tight end and then a running back here. And he makes a great adjustment to make a play out of this one because it's this pitch that was behind him from Dante Moore. And he's able to just burst. There's one thing I'm critical of the offensive lineman here, and I think Noah Whittington could have had a touchdown if this actually opened up. But you can see it's empty, which means there's no one in the backfield, turns into Trips on the left, which was already there, but now quads on the left if you consider the running back as someone who can receive the ball. Only one man on the line of scrimmage, too, so everyone's eligible. But you can see this pitch makes Noah Whittington spin. But once he gets into this open space where this guy got held, actually, but you want this dude right here to seal that way and bring him that way. So Noah Whittington has all this green grass to run into, but instead he has to chop back to where the defenders are. Not a bad play by any means. He still falls forward where he got hit at like the 46, 45-yard line, able to get to the 41. But you'll see what I mean by if that dude seals. I think it's 76 right here that could have done that job. If that dude seals, then I think Noah Whittington's just gone. Left tackle's pulling, it's holding right there. But you can see if he seals him that way, Noah Whittington, who already had that angle, doesn't have to cut back, kind of chop his feet and slow down. Um, but I mean, an explosive play is an explosive play. I don't think the Texans will mind if the running back gets 30, 40 yards on a single run. They'll obviously take that all day of the week and twice on Sundays. Um, but yeah, I think Noah Whittington is a very polarizing player that has a case for that RB3 spot. You can see the hold right here. But you can see him kind of have to chop back right at that moment and gets hit at the 47 and able to get down to the 41. So that he just carries that forward momentum and falls forward. You know how painful it was to watch Derrick Henry do that for so many years, and gain those extra 2 yards, which would just keep them turning or moving the chains. Another big run for Noah Whittington against Wisconsin here. He had a day against them, I guess, but big play down to the 15-yard line. Contact was at the 20, so another 5 extra yards gain where he falls forward. But it's not Dante Moore at quarterback, or at least that doesn't look like Dante Moore. But it's just a stretch to the left. You'll see how good of a block Kenyon Sadiq puts right here. Might have been holding because you did grab him by the waist, but everything could technically be holding if you want it to be. Noah Whittington bounces it to the outside and just beats this man here. And good pursuit angle by 23, I want to say, but Noah Whittington's still able to break it. It's 29. And then another good pursuit angle way down the field by number 1, who Noah Whittington's actually able to cut back on. And if there's no other Wisconsin defenders there, in my opinion, that is a touchdown for Noah Whittington. And you'll see it from this angle. You'll see just the burst that Noah Whittington has, which is just so fun to watch. And just finds kind of that open hole right there, bursts, cuts to the outside, bursts again, and then just green grass, and no one's kind of stopping him once he gets there. It's just whether or not he gets caught, but he's still always going to fall forward. That is the one thing you got to love about Noah Whittington. We'll see it one more time slowing down. I know it might be annoying at some point, but the best way to analyze film is to watch plays over and over again at different speeds to see why this thing happened and how it happened. So, again, you'll see Kenyon Sadiq, number 18 there, set that edge really well. Number 8 actually slips, so that wasn't holding. And then tackle does a great job of kind of just sealing that linebacker there. And it means that Noah Whittington kind of just has that free run. Decent offensive line there at Oregon. It wasn't incredible, but they've done their job well. Sorry, I keep coughing. I have some water with me, though. I'll be fine. This was a really nice run in between the tackles against Iowa, which you're going to have to see from the other angle to understand why it's truly a special run. I mean, you can kind of see it with that D tackle getting into the backfield there and the vision that Noah Whittington possesses, but you'll see it a lot more when it is the other angle, which is why I do prefer it for running backs because it shows why it happened and how it happened, as I just said. But sorry, I'm moving my mic if I sound a little bit different. But ooh, I want to pause it there. I can't go back. Oh, I can go back. Wait. Yeah, I can go back. Guys in the backfield here, but you're thinking, dude, there's so much open space right here. Just hit this hole and try to beat out this D tackle and see if you can make it there. But no, Whittington doesn't think that. He thinks, oh, I trust my offensive lineman to kind of seal that. And the D tackle's already kind of facing the wrong way. So let me hit that hole. So it's just great vision by Noah Whittington here. And you'll see it even better slowed down where they kick out, kick in. I know Whittington knows that, and he hits that hole right there, able to break 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and then gets tackled on the fifth try, actually. I think he would have evaded that tackle there, too, because of how much forward momentum he carries. Moving on to this USC game, I believe this is the last clip y'all are going to see. He bounces right, bounces back left, and then gets hit at the three. Legs don't stop churning, um, and he finds the end zone. This guy says he doesn't. This guy says he does. So I don't know what was the actual result, but in my opinion, I I feel like it was a touchdown. I think I remember it being a touchdown. Um, Bounces right, bounces back left. Regardless of not if it was a touchdown or not, I still think it was an incredible play. Maybe you want him to bounce it this way a little bit more. We'll see it better on the other angle. Um, but I mean, the legs just don't stop moving with Noah Whittington, and he's able to start the pile and carry the pile when the offensive linemen rally around him. And I think with Keelan Rutledge on this team, with Ed Ingram, who's a great run blocker, with Braden Smith out there, or Trent Brown. I think those are guys who like to push the pile, keep things moving, get those extra yardage. Same with Wyatt Teller. Um, Same with Ertzry. You're going to have hardworking offensive linemen this year for Houston who are not scared to push or fight. And you'll see him bounce right, bounce back left. Maybe you want him to hit that way a little bit more, but it's a great job by 24, just kind of standing his ground, knowing that it's going to force Whittington into a choice. He tries to go with the hey, I'm going to run you over rather than hey, I'm going to be elusive and try to break on the outside of you. Um, and ultimately, it worked. He chose right because um, hits this hole, is patient for this block to kick him out. Um, but if I can go back, we'll see it one more time. You'll see the patience of Noah Whittington here, where he kind of well, not the stutter step originally, where he stutters again to allow Zero to kind of just let this play develop. Stutters right there, and this is what I mean. You can bounce this way and get tackled immediately by this player. You can try to bounce this way where 24 is just going to be able to easily wrap you up, or you can just try to run through them, which is exactly what Noah Whittington decides to do. Legs don't stop moving. You can see them still moving. You can see him still moving. Gets picked up off the ground. Um, but ultimately is able to find the end zone. You saw the ref put the whistle in his mouth, but I don't think he blew the whistle or anything. At least it didn't look like it because he looks at the line judge. Um, but yeah, that is the film review on Noah Whittington. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on him down below. Do you think he's a guy that can carve out a spot on this roster? Had 830 something rushing yards last season, I believe, and 7 total touchdowns because he had about 100 receiving yards. Not the best receiver, but a guy that can receive out the backfield. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about Noah Whittington. I think he is a player with some untapped potential there who can, really carve out a role on this Texans team if he does make this roster. If not with another team, I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans do cut him in favor of Jawar Jordan, and then he lands on, a team without the best running back depth, carves out an RB3 spot up to an RB2, and then starts producing at a decently high level. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about Noah Whittington down below. Are you excited to watch him in preseason? I know I certainly am because I was a big advocate of his during the draft process. But um, if you did enjoy this, please be sure to like, subscribe. And as always, it's Texans Takeover, and I'm out. Peace.